And the last lesson, I'm glad you stayed till the end because this is so good. I am literally staring at all of LA. It's in the middle of summer and I'm about to go hang out with my friends this afternoon because of the systems I've set up and because of the content that I'm now creating. It's all driving sales to my business on autopilot. I get to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, and it's literally all thanks to passive income. But I'm not gonna lie, it has been a journey to get here. That's why I am so excited to share what works, what doesn't, especially to get to your first 3K. You could obviously scale this system infinitely, but really what I learned, the missing pieces to actually generating passive income, because people will try to tell you that it's just the marketing plan, and it is so much more than that. I'm first in my family to go to college, to go to grad school, to have my own business. And so I really had to work through a lot of internal limiting beliefs. We'll get more into that. I'm going to share all of that with you in this training and exactly what you need to set yourself up for success. Definitely get your drinks, get your snacks, get your notepad. You are going to learn so much and we're going to go really fast. I remember the first time I got my first reoccurring revenue passive income sale. We were having this beautiful birthday dinner for my friend, and then a sale came in that more than paid for that dinner. I was like, this is literally amazing. And I'm doing what I want, when I want, and helping the people that I feel so called to help. My promise to you is that I will be 100% as transparent as possible. And I just want you to know that you are in great hands. I'm definitely an expert, but I want to share this. This is some of the deposits that I've gotten teaching this one-on-one. Then I started teaching it in a group cohort. People do say passive, but I have to admit it's leveraged income, which means that you do have to spend time setting it up on the beginning. But once it's all set up, you're gonna be able to sell a proven product on autopilot. And you can incorporate this into your current business model as well. This is just gonna add another stream of revenue for you, and it's gonna be completely automated. I haven't tried every single passive income business model under the sun, but I've done Airbnb, YouTube, general affiliate programs that I still do because it's so easy to recommend products that I use anyway. I do want to mention passive income. The model that I'm teaching is not MLM. It is not master resale rights. And I want to point this out because I really believe in selling your own personal IP. You have your own genius. I know a lot of people are using ChatGPT, but even when you go on there, I believe it's augmented intelligence. What we're doing here is helping you learn how to use social media, automation systems to get consistent leads. What this is a way for you to generate consistent income and get consistent clients. And like I said, I validated this many times. I've sold 94 million plus for clients, and I've trained some of the best sales teams in the world, and I've even worked alongside some of the best thought leaders in sales in the world. So the creator of the Challenger method, for example, I've taught this one-on-one, and I've also taught this in group coaching. And if you don't know me, my name is Karen Diaz. I'm the founder of Light Makers. I really show you what works if you want a long-term sustainable business. This works for actors that want to add passive income. I've worked with Ayurvedic practitioners, designers, therapists, life coaches, basically anybody that can package up their either services or products and need consistent leads and sales. That is who can use this system. I was a Girl Scout in the US. This is the Girl Scout Honor Code. My Girl Scouts Honor promise to you is that this is going to be super helpful, practical, and designed to help you shift internal beliefs. My thought process was, if you're going to take the time to sit here to take notes to watch this, then I'm going to give you the best possible content and training imaginable. And I love this video because it just showcases all the fun things that I get to do, right? And I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I am in my doing whatever the F I want era. Right now, I live in a creative co-living community. We have had Kanye West's secret studios built here. That's a whole other story. There's so many fun things that are happening here, which is a far cry from where I was before. I loved my job. I was working for an amazing company, but I was working in corporate. And so I was going to a lot of tech shows. And, I'm not complaining. Those experiences were awesome. I will say right now, my life is much more aligned. It is so much fun. Like I said, I wanted to make sure I get this in and I record this for you. And then I'm going to head off to the party later on tonight. And I'm going to create content there, which is part of my job. Now, I created my job to be super fun. I also wanted to optimize for total time freedom. I don't have anything on my calendar that I don't want to attend. I am beholden to my clients, but I love serving you. And I always just go overboard because I just want you to succeed. I really wanted location freedom. I've been a digital nomad. I wanted complete uncapped financial security and abundance. And I really wanted to work in my legacy business. So if any of that sounds good to you, you are definitely in the right place. This is very shocking and eye-opening, so definitely pay attention to this because it's going to help move you through any kind of resistance that you may have in creating your business, right? The average that a person makes in the US is $56,000 per year. That's $27 an hour. The top 10 make $158,000 per year. That's 75 and some change per hour. Can you guess how much a person making $1 million per year makes per hour? That is $480 per hour. Every single hour that you spend on building your own business, you are giving your future self $480 per hour, if not more, right? If you notice, there's so many companies that are doing so many layoffs, more and more and more people are going to be entering the entrepreneurial space, which means that the pie is going to grow and you are ahead of the curve because you are understanding how to make money online, giving yourself this amount per hour. And it doesn't even have to be hours that you are working like, oh, I'm going to put in 8 hours today. I'm going to get 8 times 480. No. It is cumulative, right? Because for every piece of content that you make, it's going to live online. And if you set up your automation systems, they're going to continue to drive sales to your funnels. I am a refugee from El Salvador, first in my family to go to college, to grad school, start my own business. If anybody was supposed to fail, it is me. I share this because so many people say, but Karen, I don't have time. I don't have financial resources. I'm scared of failure. Been there, done that, right? I am telling you that I have literally felt each one of these things, and there are ways to move beyond this. These are all valid. I don't want to invalidate your specific situation, but if you have it in your heart to create a life that you want and do what you want with your day, with your life, with your energy, make as much money as you want, then you have been called to the right place. All of these things can be moved through and reframed. And guess what I felt? I felt much more actually free because I was able to learn how to let all of these fears and doubts go. Even what I have just taught you so far, I paid probably $10,000 to a mentor to teach me some of those things. So already there is so much value here, but I'm going to show you what passive income strategies that I've done and what worked, what didn't. And then we'll go into what you actually need around you in order to make this successful. I did do Airbnb. That was pretty good money. It had high overhead costs, fluctuating demands. I hit COVID and then I felt like I had to shut it down. I couldn't really be location independent with this business model. I looked at creating content for YouTube, and that is very, very slow, or was at least for me. You have to create content for a really long time, and you honestly don't know how much you're really going to make on that because the amounts go up and down so much. The top influencers make $12 million per year. But one of the key things that they all have in common is that they have a business. At least 60 to 75% of influencers that are making actual good money per year have a business. Here's another incredible, insightful metaphor that helps me. I infuse the metaphor, subconscious reprogramming, hypnotic language throughout all of my content because I've been obsessed with personal development for the last 24 plus years. And I know this is a big missing piece. One of the ways to think about business is that think about it in terms of gardening. Some people think of business in terms of it's a war or something like that. No. Gardening, you're planting seeds every day, watering your garden, you're removing the weeds, you're harvesting your fruit. And so think about it in those terms, which relieves anxiety, which relieves any kind of anxiety that you might have now. Are you familiar with paint by numbers? Having a consistent lead system blueprint, knowing what to do step by step is like paint by numbers. This is a really cool video. So here, this person is taking specific paints that have been marked and just painting in where they're told, right? And in the end, you get this amazing masterpiece. This is what it's like to have a step-by-step blueprint. But I will caution you because this is the trap I fell into. It's not enough to just have the step-by-step blueprint. You need the inner game strategy. This is typically what happens when you want to learn pretty much anything, right? So you notice you need a change in your life. So maybe you're over here and you need a change. You start to get motivated. Maybe this is you sitting at this, training and learning about what to do. And then you might hit some blocks. And these blocks could be fears, doubts, other blocks, right? If you don't know how to move beyond this, you're going to turn back around and you're going to get back here and you're not going to make any progress. I know because I did this for so many years. And what do those blocks actually look like? Those blocks can come up in feeling like you're scared of being seen, fear of rejection, maybe lack of confidence, perfectionism, comparisonism. That's not an actual word. Scarcity mindset. These are all things that I have struggled with in the past. That's why I continue to invest in my own personal development to make sure that I'm moving past those blocks in a systematic way and I'm not stuck. I'm able to move beyond that because I know how to do this and I want to show you how to do it. Here is another really cool exercise. And if you've already done this, that's great because you could even go further in understanding exactly how your mind and your thoughts affect your physiology and therefore your reality, right? One of my previous mentors, Bob Proctor, he read the same book 84 years because that's what hyper successful people do. I know that I've listened to certain lectures hundreds of times and each time I'm like, oh my God, that hit so different. So let's watch this. I want you to visualize a bright, ripe lemon. Imagine biting into it, right? Tasting the tart juice. Imagine your mouth watering. Taste it in your mouth. Just notice, is your mouth watering right now? The power of our thoughts have an effect on our physiology. If we can get our thoughts aligned to the outcome that we want, then we will see the fastest success and the fastest results. This is the secret sauce. These are two sides of the same coin. You need the outer and the inner game strategy in order to execute on your passive income business. How do I know this? Well, for the longest time, I had the story that I have so much uncertainty and life is so hard. While that felt true, it wasn't serving me. I really had to learn how to rewire my brain, rewire my self-talks to align to the outcomes that I wanted. So that did send me on this amazing journey that I distilled down to you. Right? I have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in my own personal education. I have an MBA from UCLA, an alternative MBA from All MBA, where I worked with Seth Godin, one of the best marketers in the world. I've worked directly with Joe Dispenza. I've read all the books on peak performances and certified in various certifications like neurolinguistic programming, hypnotherapy, coaching, success coaching. I've had hundreds and thousands of hours learning all of this and meditating and synthesizing this information for you. I've even moved into a creative co-living community so it could continue to expand my worldview, and worked with startup entrepreneurs. And I used to work with 87% of the Fortune 500 C-level. I've been in the New Yorker and other publications, and I've had many, many, many failures and successes, and have sold over $94 million for my clients. And I have successfully built 6+ figure businesses. I know what I'm talking about, and I teach you what you need to know in order to be as profitable as fast as possible. When you are learning how to set up a passive income system, you want a proven strategy that is going to make you money in the short term and in the long term, that will be scalable. You are going to want the inner game tactics. What is that and why does it matter? Having the right inner game tactics is like being able to set your compass directly to your outcomes, right? So that can look like a teacher or a course that uses hypnotic patterns or neuro-linguistic programming. Emotional freedom technique is something amazing. Affirmations, subliminals, and using metaphor to really simplify everything. And these are all things that we include. You do need those inner game tactics. Ongoing support is very helpful, where you can ask questions if needed. An influential community is an usually unseen but necessary piece. A lot of people, they might say, oh, I don't need a community, but let me tell you, it's so much more fun to be able to tap in with somebody else. I was one of the first people in my community that started to do any of this. And so having a group of people around me that really understood this was invaluable. And having expert resources is very important as well, because we anticipate our clients' needs. I know that people are going to need tax strategists, financial advisors, and we're always working on bringing these people in so that you get the latest and greatest insights real time. The last most important thing that I really like to ground people in is realistic expectations, right? I love big, audacious, hairy, scary goals. I have some friends that really don't like that. They prefer manageable, short-term, bite-sized outcomes that they're working towards, and that's perfectly fine too. So figure out what works for you, and it's all welcome. I know I'm giving you a lot of value already, so we're gonna go into exactly what you need in order to create this passive income business. You need to pick a topic that you can help people with, right? So you can sell services, you can sell a product. As long as people need it, you will have buyers. These are some real life examples. If you're a trainer, you could sell weight loss packages or weight loss online training program. This is a chronic pain coach helping chronic pain warriors take back control, a life coach helping people find the push that they're looking for. And then you create a short digital course teaching one result to one target market. This could be 10 to 15 videos, and then you just pick one platform to create content for. That could be Instagram or Facebook. This is incredibly cool and super eye-opening. We had a client that was serving female entrepreneurs. We created a list of over 200 female entrepreneurs. This could be recreated for any niche. Basically, we added up the number of people in the group, and mind you, this was a while ago, so these numbers have increased, which shows that people are using Facebook groups all the time. These are 2.2 million potential clients. And then we said, okay, well, how about if we only reach, say, 1% of these people, right? So that adds up to 22,000 people. And then we said, okay, how about if we sell a product that is $100 to them? How much money could we potentially make? This is $2.2 million. That's astounding, right? And even if you just take one of these, that's still $743,000. Even if you just take the one with the least number of people, that's still $84,000. That's amazing. That's incredible. This is what you could potentially unlock with Facebook groups. And this is only Facebook groups. You have not even counted TikTok or Instagram or any of the other platforms. So there is literally infinite opportunity out there. And then you make sales every day. And these tactics work, right? I gave her some advice and she's already getting more leads than before. I want to be really honest, and that is that she already had a brand. She just had to make some tweaks in the way she was framing and delivering her service, and that's how she got this sale after an hour, right? Maybe you're selling a $27 product at first, or a $57 product, or a $97 product. So let's go over that again. You make your course, you make content, and then you make sales. And that's because you get daily leads with your content that are your clients are getting pre-educated, they're binging on your content, you're selling them something that they need, and then you get sales daily. This is another example. This client closed a $28,000 deal. They had experience selling, so we tweaked some things and they were able to make a $28,000 sale. So let's ground you in more realistic expectations. Multiply this by whatever price point you want to sell something at. So say you're selling a $97 product, you make 30 sales, you earn $2,910. That's amazing. Will it take you 30 days to do this? Depends, right? I have seen this done in 30 days. I've seen this done in 90 days. I've seen this done in a year. But I will say this, I will guarantee you will make at least one sale in 365 days if you take action and implement these tactics. You're going to make way more, but having that low bar of at least one is going to motivate, or at least like it motivates me. Okay, there's not a lot to lose. I'm just going to try this. Hydrated here because I'm going to be up on a roof in a little bit, enjoying the sunshine, but I want to make sure I get this done for you. Officially, I want to invite you to the consistent client formula, where we include all the things that we mentioned, plus the hypnotic subconscious reprogramming mindset shifts infused throughout the entire content. Even our name is designed to help move you to the version of you that is that $1 million version of you, or whatever amount you want to hit eventually, your $1 billion version of you, right? I am so excited to share this with you because I know my way works. I know this way works. I've seen students get results, consistent clients, consistent results. And all you have to do is plug and play, paint by numbers, do the step-by-step approach, and that's it. And then you also get to release resistance. As you are absorbing the content, you're getting to release resistance, release all doubts, release anything holding you back, demolish those blocks. You're already the most successful version of yourself. You're already the millionaire version of yourself. This is broken up into specific bite-sized pieces. Most people finish this in a day, maybe 2 afternoons, depending on how you structure your day. But again, every hour that you are investing in this, it's like you're making 480, or set that intention for yourself that is how much you're making from now on. The system is infinitely scalable. You can use this for any niche, and the framework is the same. And here's another client. She closed an $11K month. Again, she took about 3 months to get here. At least in the first 30 days, you could see anywhere from 100 to 200 to 500 and more to maybe like 1,000. These are other examples. So you do get social media templates that are plug and play. That's going to save you so many hours, and you're going to shortcut your time, right? Why does Tiger Woods have a coach? Because he wants to be successful as fast as possible and improve his game every time. This is going to help you do just that. And I am so excited to offer this as well. This is a bonus that comes with the consistent client formula. I gave this system to one of my mentees. She was in high school. She was failing and she shot up to getting straight A's. By using this, by having everything just easily organized. And it's so simple. You just duplicate. The cool thing about this is that you can also expand your team if you want to hire virtual assistants and offload some of the things that you're doing. It helps you accomplish everything you need so that nothing falls through the cracks. So excited to include this as well. I didn't even know we had this as a bonus. Actually, I think my VA must have put it in here, but I will honor it. This is the consistent manifestation breakthrough formula. This itself, we were selling it for $975. This itself is a game changer, right? Like I said, you need both the inner and outer game strategies. If you want to go deeper into understanding the ultimate beliefs that you need in order to execute easily, this is the course for you. We consulted with neuroscientists, over 24 plus years of personal development experts, and I have distilled it all down into this Only What You Need to Know course based on so many years of trial and error and thousands of hours and dollars being invested into our team's personal and professional growth. So this is a game-changing course, and I will continue to honor this if you buy now. So you could click the link and buy now. You could click the link below and buy now and make sure that this is included in your purchase. Wow. Okay. My VAs went overtime. I didn't actually know that we had this in here. It's an affirmation mug, and it is for anybody that pays in full. We want to be able to encourage you to invest in yourself. And this is an amazing bonus because you're going to be able to get your cup in the morning, just like be in the vibe, right? This one I wear everywhere, and it's an intention bracelet, but it's a special one because it's subconscious reprogramming intention bracelet, which means that we will find out what your goal is. We'll literally hand by hand hammer your goal into this super cool intention bracelet, which I love. You're going to be subconsciously guided to your outcome. Not only are you going to get the right strategies, you're going to get the right inner game tactics, all the support, everything, you're also going to have this on your person every single day to guide you to exactly the outcome that you want. So literally the system is foolproof. We really want to make sure we thought through everything because we want more than anything, get your results. We want your results. And the last lesson, hope you didn't miss it. Glad you pay attention to this. I'm glad you stayed till the end because this is so good. I definitely paid a coach thousands of dollars to learn this, but it stuck with me so much that I really want to share this with you and give it to you for free. Imagine you're starting off here, right? And your landing place, maybe you're landing over here. So maybe this is you in your regular 9 to 5. Maybe this is you just working at a company that you don't like, or maybe you working at a job you don't like, or maybe you living in a place that you're not really the biggest fan of, right? Even if you make a tiny trajectory shift, that's even a couple millimeters, maybe that's investing in this course, clicking the button below, buying now, that can dramatically change where you are ending up, your final destination. And it's going to be in a better place because you are intending to give that to yourself. You're taking action. You're showing the universe that, yes, this is what I want. I am investing in myself. I'm clicking the button below and buying now, and I am taking action. Even if you just listen to the consistent manifestation breakthrough formula, that already is going to shift you internally, that the action you take is going to feel so fun and easy. It's going to be a vibe. I hope that you take action. I hope that you know that you are powerful. You are meant for this. You are capable of doing whatever it is you want. It is my mission here on earth to be able to support you. Click the button below and buy now. I cannot wait to see what you will create. See you on the other side.